Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wingcat Sports. Today, we're going to do our Stanley Cup final prediction. It's between Vegas and Florida, right? I think both of us kind of agree on it. I haven't really talked to you much about it, but with how Florida's been playing, how hot they are, they got Matthew Tkachuk, who's got a lot of big time goals for them. I think Florida's going to pull out the win in the final.
I would say Las Vegas in every facet of the game on paper is better than Florida. I think they have a better offense, better defense. And up until this playoffs, I would say they had a better goaltending. I would also say, the West is hard because we don't watch the West as much as the East. But I mean, watching Las Vegas, they seem like a dominant team. And I would predict them to win the series. But Florida has beaten Boston, Toronto, Carolina, three teams I never would have predicted them beating before the Stanley Cup started, the playoffs. But Bobrovsky is the factor. He has been outstanding. And when you get good goaltending, any team can beat any other team. And I think that will probably be the deciding factor. So if Bobrovsky can keep up this kind of level of play, I would say Florida in 7. If he can't, I would say it would be Vegas in like 6, maybe even 5. Vegas is a very good team. But I just can't get past the fact that they've already beaten the best team.
Yeah.
Probably the second best team. I would pick Toronto over Vegas. And Carolina is a hell of a team.
Yeah.
So they've already beaten 3 great teams.
Yes, they have.
So,
and the funny thing was,
if Bobrovsky keeps it up, I think that Florida will win.
The funny thing is, people were writing off Bobrovsky at the beginning of the year because he sucked last year. He was a terrible goaltender last year, and then this year he's shown up. Even up until the playoffs, he wasn't amazing.
Right, he wasn't their starter.
No, and then he got into the playoffs, right? And he just went for it, and he has done fantastic the whole way.
You can't predict that. You can't. No one.
And then same thing with Vegas. Vegas is on their third string goaltender. They're not even
right.
They're not even on their starting goaltender right now. It's the third string.
What I've watched in Vegas, they're really, really solid. I mean, there's no weakness. I mean, they're really, really good. And so that to me, they should beat Florida, but it's hard to pick against Florida. They've just been on a roll, and that's hockey. That's hockey playoffs.
Yeah.
The best team rarely wins. As far as the President's Trophy, they don't win.
They haven't won in over 10 years.
And so
it's kind of like a curse.
Same
thing with touching the trophy, the conference trophy. People think it's a curse to touch it. Most of the teams that have touched their conference trophy, in the past 10 years, they've won the cup.
The Wings didn't win it when they won the President's Trophy. So, and so Vegas didn't do that. I mean, the West was very balanced, I think, as far as
it was more balanced than the East.
You're facing a team, probably that's been facing adversity all year long, trying to fend off multiple teams. But like I said, it all comes down to Bobrovsky, as far as I'm concerned. If he's hot and keeps this up, I think Florida could win it in 7. If he's not, or if he even if he drops off a little bit, I think Vegas will win in 6.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it.
Both teams have reached their second Stanley Cup final. Neither have won a Stanley Cup, Vegas being fairly new within the past, I believe, 6 years. And then Florida going to the Stanley Cup in their first year, I think, in 96.
Right.
So they haven't been to one since 96, where they got swept by Colorado. Washington lost in 5. Or no, Vegas lost in 5 to Washington. So one of them is going to win their first cup, which is good for the game. I mean, the conference finals in general was good for the game. It spread hockey throughout the South a little bit, got a little bit more excitement. And this final is going to be good for the game, despite it being in the South and us preferring the northern teams
Yeah, I mean,
but
I
it's
thought
good for the game.
right. I've been miserable picking winners for this thing, so I will just. I think it just all hinges on Bobrovsky. Um,
Yeah,
it did it. The market. I don't know. Like I said, it's hard for me to see a team
it,
in the desert, and I can't help but like Florida. I mean, I started out, you know, I liked the original six, so I was
yeah,
rooting for Boston. Uh, but when you watch Florida, you can't help but like them. I
yeah.
mean, they play a great physical game and they're fun. Um, so you know,
It's, so we got Florida unless goaltending goes down between the two of us. I
yep,
say Florida in 7 also, right? If something miraculous happens with Vegas, though, they're going to take it. I believe Vegas is the better team on paper, but we'll see what happens.
yep.
With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, do a lot of fun stuff, share the video, and hope to see everybody soon.